So did you watch the Oscars last night?
I did not.
You didn't?
I
didn't either.
I couldn't stand to watch something that would be so pretentious as to not nominate the clear front runner.
The best picture.
The best picture of the year.
Kong vs. Godzilla. How did that not make it?
Not a single kaiju was nominated.
Go.
That's just
actually that's they would be next year.
What are you talking about?
They would be eligible for next year's Oscars.
Kong Godzilla is actually next.
Yeah. Yes.
Why are I angry about this?
Yeah, I'm still upset.
Listen, facts have very little bearing on my
no
desire to be angry.
No kaiju nominations.
No kaiju.
And no Captain America legacy characters were nominated at all. There's so many options.
There was not a single
one.
Not a single Cap knockoff on that stage.
No.
I'm out.
So, I mean, anyway, like, what are we talking about movies for? Comics. Yeah.
Boom.
They need the Eisner's Oscars. You can be the host.
Hey, please let us host the Eisners next year.
Yeah. Got a long corded microphone that I've just been waiting for.
Yeah. Yes, I really want one of those like long sticked ones.
Yeah, the stick one.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The chicken dude.
Who hosts them?
Who's in charge of that?
I think they just put them at San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But let us host it,
Look
even
us
though
up.
I know so much about it.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yeah.
We've been practicing.
Hey, bring me up to the big leagues.
We're gonna add some musical elements to it. There's gonna be songs.
1 or 2 or 17.
Yeah.
But a lot of musical interludes. Anyway, Marvel.
Comics. Yeah, Marvel has a lot of good new releases.
Yeah.
They sure
do.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about The Marvels.
The Marvels. That's the name of the comic.
That is the name of the comic.
It's not Marvel.
It's not Marvel.
It's not Marvel.
It's not Marvel. It's not Marvel X.
It's The Marvels.
The Marvels.
Okay.
This is Kurt Busiek.
Astro City.
Yes, Astro City. Marvel. Confusingly enough, unfortunately, you did do Marvels. But this is The Marvels again, and it's also the first appearance of Kashum.
Yeah, we don't know if that's a character. We don't know.
No idea what Kashum
is. Who is it? What is it? But he first appears in this.
Whatever it is, first appears in this.
You get big siren alert there.
Big siren. Brockton,
wee-woo.
You know what to do.
First Kashum alert.
First Kashum alert. Waka, waka. I can talk real good. The covers are awesome. I mean, you got Alex Ross on the A cover, Carlos Pacheco on the B cover. The 125 is an Epting. Gorgeous.
Is it the one at 50 that has that Delato cover?
The
Delato cover looks good.
It looks fantastic. It is just so abundantly clear that the Delato cover is the real reason that we ordered as many as we did. But I mean, Kurt Busiek is a thoroughly reliable writer.
And this is an ongoing series. This is a new ongoing. The other Marvel books, like Marvels, Marvel X, those were all like 5-issue minis. This is an ongoing series. So hop on. We both are Busiek fans here.
Absolutely.
So I mean, if you like Astro City, if you just like good superhero stories,
if you like Kashum.
If you like Kashum, we don't know yet if we like Kashum. We don't know.
I think I know.
You
I feel positively.
You feel
about
positively.
This. Yeah.
I had to talk about. We were fighting about it. I'm a big Spider-Man fan.
I lost. Yeah.
Big Clone Saga fan over here.
I am.
Miles Morales, number 25, big issue for the series. Hit that number 25. But it's also the official start to Miles' Clone Saga series.
Yes, his big event.
Yes. It's got a gorgeous wraparound cover on the A cover. This is still Saladin Ahmed, whose run on Miles has just been, like, so good.
Fantastic.
Yeah, Torrin Clark does that A wraparound cover, and he's been doing some really good Miles covers.
Yeah.
He did a couple hot incentives, and now he's been doing the A's, and they're really gorgeous.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's an anniversary issue, and I'm really interested into seeing how they're going to do the Clone Saga with Miles, while keeping it fresh. You know, we can't redo the Clone Saga.
No, but the fun thing about Miles, and the thing that Ahmed in particular in his run has tackled is the multiverse, the fact that there's so many different universes out there where things went very wrong.
Which makes sense for a Miles.
Including with Miles, yes, he is from a different universe.
Exactly. Right. People forget that.
Yeah, he's not from like the standard, the 616, but...
There's a lot of good covers on this one as well. Pacheco, he does a Heroes Reborn cover. We're getting ready for that big crossover event. Mark Bagley does the Skyline variant that, we've seen in Spawn, we've seen in Turtles. Those are really fun, where you get all the creators' names. That's worked on Miles on there. You get Liefeld doing that Nerdy 30 Deadpool Miles variant. And the 1 in 25 is done by Sarah Pacelli, whose Miles stuff is just unparalleled.
Yeah, one of the original people to work on Miles.
Yeah, and the 1 in 50 is the Dan Hip cover, which is a super cute kitty cover with Miles.
Love Dan Hip,
kitties. There's cats on the cover. It's super cute. And so if you like Scotty Young and you haven't checked out Dan Hip's stuff, he's really good.
He's also really funny.
He's really funny. He does some cartoon stuff online. And yeah, it's kind of in the same vein as Scotty, but it feels like his own stuff.
Yeah, he was the art director on Teen Titans Go.
Oh!
And that was still going.
Oh, so cool. Oh, awesome. Yeah, so definitely check that out.
Yeah.
What else we got from Marvel?
Staying on Spider-Man. We've got double hyphens.
All right.
In this one. We got Spider-Man Curse of the Man-Thing.
You know I love it.
So I do love it. I really liked that first issue.
Yeah, the Avengers. So yeah, this is like a series of connected one-shots, because we can't just have a mini-series from Marvel. They gotta have this strange ordering. So if you picked up the Avengers one, which had that first appearance, this is following up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
This is part 2 of 3, so this is going to be the middle entry. Spidey has got to find Man-Thing after the events of the previous issue, which if you read it, you would know why they need to find him, and they got some questions. But you've got Daniel Acuna doing the A cover. Lovely. Yeah. I just beautiful painted cover. And then Nick Bradshaw is on the B cover.
Oh, yeah. I love some Bradshaw Spidey.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
And his Man-Thing, it's very dynamic. I like it a lot.
Now, I am very excited about this one. This is X-Men Legends number 3. Now, what's the creative team on this?
Claremont, isn't it?
No, this is...
Or Naseza, sorry.
No. So they each issue they're switching up.
Ooh.
Classic creators. This is written by Walt Simonson. And, drawn by Walt Simonson, written by Wheezy.
Ooh.
It's the married duo. Louise Simonson writing, Walt Simonson drawing. And this is set during... they were kind of the creative powerhouse behind the X Factor series.
Right.
So this is set before X Factor number 43. And of course, creative team behind creating Apocalypse.
Right.
So Apocalypse is being brought back here, and it's X Factor taking on Apocalypse. Written and drawn by the Simonson family.
The original, yeah.
Walt Simonson does a great X Factor A cover.
Yeah.
Iban Coelho does the connecting, and they've been doing the really fun 90s like Toy Biz action figure variants. So there's a Beast action figure variant. So if you missed that original X Factor series, which you should, it's so good if you haven't read it. This is going to be a real fun issue.
Back, baby!
And yeah, the Simonsons.
With the Simonsons!
So really excited about that. And I think that wraps it up for Marvel. There's some other good stuff. Silk number 2.
There's,
But
that's the big hit.
Those ones we want to talk about.
Exactly. Moving on to Boom. Finally.
Yes.
Number 2, Berserker.
The book. This is the Keanu Reeves.
The Keanu Reeves brainchild.
Already been optioned for a movie and an anime series.
And a Netflix anime at that. Which I love. Netflix just throws so much money at it that they can... Even the bad anime on Netflix is still just gorgeous to look at. So I can't. With the over-the-top kind of... I bet it's going to be like the animated scenes in Kill Bill. That is what I feel like that really anime is going to be like.
That first issue was so fun.
Over the top.
Yeah, bombastic. Keanu Reeves co-writing with Matt Kent.
I love that. I love that so much.
If for whatever reason you missed out on the highest print run book in the modern era of comics, we still have some available. We still have some.
Despite all of the optionings and
we sold a lot for sure.
Yeah.
But we ordered like 3,000 copies because we were like, we know this is going to be a good book.
Yeah. Keeping it cover price. Want you to read it, especially now that number 2 is out. Got a lot of variants.
A lot of variants. A lot of foil. Boom is hot on that foil.
I have an entire sticky note just of foils. The normal, of course, Grandpa, and then there's the Grandpa foil. There is the Albuquerque foil. There's a 1 in 25 John Paul Leon.
I love his stuff, Secret Identity, right? That's him. Yeah. it's really cool to see him on Berserker.
He did a ton of really cool covers. And Grandpa Virgin, 1 in 50. There's a 1 in 100, which is the Virgin Leon.
There's 1 in 250, which is
1 in 150,
oh, sorry.
which is the Albuquerque Virgin. And then 1 in 250, the Leon Black and White.
Black and
which
White.
the inks on that
So good.
are incredible.
John Paul Leon is just phenomenal.
He's one of those people that, like, you even if his stuff is uncolored, it still just looks fantastic. And you cannot say that about everyone.
No, you cannot.
Like, his line work is just so detailed. I absolutely love it.
Boom!
That's Boom!
We've been doing some really fun little exclusives lately. We have another one for you this week.
Already?
Yeah, this is from Valiant, our friends at Valiant Comics.
My friend.
This is our first exclusive with this artist. I think you might have heard of him. I don't know. We were talking about Miles earlier. You know, he did some Miles stuff.
Yeah.
Just a little Clayton Crane.
You may have heard of him.
So we have a really cool exclusive variant for the new Shadow Man series. This is a brand new jumping on point, written by Cullen Bunn. They're really leaning into the horror aspects of the character, which I think really works for Shadow Man.
Absolutely.
And bring in Cullen Bunn.
And they got the right guy.
Yeah. John Davis Hunt is doing the interior art, and there's a really cool, which we'll have a couple of since we got that exclusive, a 1 in 250 glass variant. You know, Valiant's all about, they're like
special.
They're like, hold my beer, boom. Oh, you want some foil?
Oh, foil. That's
we're
adorable.
doing glass. Yeah. So we've got these glass variants. We'll have a couple of those. And the Crane exclusive is just so beautiful, super limited. There is a Virgin and a trade dress. And we still have a couple copies available, but these have been selling really well in pre-order. So check us out at ultimatecomics.com. We have those right on the website. Or check us out on the live show, where I'm sure we'll have the glass cover and that hot Crane exclusive. I mean, you think about the print run on this compared to a lot of Crane's other exclusives. Usually they're like 3,000 copies. This is super limited. Only a couple hundred made total. So.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Very, very limited.
Very limited. Yeah. So if you want
get those orders
like Crane, you better hop in.
There it is. Moving on to Image, I think, yes?
Yes,
we've got
2 new number ones this week.
We do. This one is based on a mobile game. This is Summoner's War Legacy.
But it's written.
It is written by Justin Jordan.
Who, Legacy of Luther Strode. He's done some really fun stuff.
He has. Reaver. That was super
Reaver's really good.
Yeah. Fall. That's a Fall book, is it not?
Reaver's Image.
That's Image as well?
Yeah.
That one was also, that was one of those that just immediately took off. So, I mean, I can easily see this. This has also got a ton of high fantasy elements to it.
Yeah, so, it is tied to a mobile game, but it's not something that you've ever had to play before.
No.
It
takes place in that world,
right.
But, it looks like it's specifically designed so that you can pick it up. I was flipping through it, and I mean... Yeah. I've done a fantasy before. You can catch on pretty well, pretty easily. So check it out, Justin Jordan, new book.
Another cool fantasy story coming out from Image. This is Helm Grey Castle by Henry Barajas.
Yes.
Who did that Image book, La Voix de Mayo. He's really cool. He's done a lot of Image, indie stuff. This, I feel like, is one of his first big Image books. And it's, again, a fantasy. It's a Latinx fantasy story. The last of the dragon princes has been abducted, and there's this resistance brewing in this fantasy world. But it's a 4-issue. But the cool thing is, he took a page out of Kieran Gillen's book. It's got an RPG, Die. You had Die, obviously. That is about playing an RPG, and Kieran built an RPG around it. There is an RPG that ties into this this world that's set in the world.
That's right.
That you get. It's a one-shot game. Just play it once, one and done, real easy. And it comes with the book. So if you are a Dungeons and Dragons fan or Pathfinder, whatever you play, this is a really cool way to check out a new world. And just have a one-off adventure.
You get two awesome things for the price of one.
It's really cool. So I was super psyched on that.
Speaking of stuff that we're super psyched about, I unironically very much enjoyed the first My Little Pony Transformers crossover.
It's
very good. It's so funny.
IDW does a really good job of creating like weird crossovers that you don't know that you want, and then they make them fun.
It was so self-aware
Yeah.
and like a commentary on crossovers themselves. That was like, this is entirely too smart for a My Little Pony Transformers
So if you've been thinking
crossover.
Donnie Cates' crossover, maybe we should cross-pull those,
Exactly, yeah. Just be like, just trust me on this one.
It's like crossover but with 80s
sequel.
cartoons.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It just like it's really fun. It knows exactly what it is, and it's just an over-the-top crossover.
Yeah.
I mean, it's super fun. It's so much fun that they're doing a second one. The first one was Friendship in Disguise. This one is The Magic of Cybertron.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm really trying to like be chill about. Tony Fleeks is the artist on this.
From Stray Dogs.
From
Tony
Stray
Fleeks,
Dogs,
which
exactly.
is really fun.
I
so.
love that those are the two books that he has on the shelf.
Yeah.
right
Like
now.
one that absolutely no children should get a hold of, and
No.
one that every child.
That every child, yes, I want to leave the store with.
Yeah. God, that's so fun.
There's also a 1 in 10, an Andy Price cover, and a 1 in 25 Anna Malkova cover.
And those actually end up being pretty hot because there are people who pick up either all pony covers or all Transformers.
Yeah.
So now have two different audiences trying to track down those variants. So it ends up supply and demand. They end up being worth a little bit.
Yeah.
And they're really cool covers. So if you like Transformers at all, maybe you're a My Little Pony fan, whatever floats your boat.
If you like 80s cartoons.
Yeah, 80s cartoons. Like if you miss hanging out Saturday morning, watching Saturday morning cartoons, pick this up.
Having things not make sense and it just being okay.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
That's my cup of tea.
And we gotta end with the other big boy, DC.
Yes.
Big new #1 here, Robin, #1, written by Joshua Williamson, who has been kind of like the architect of a lot of stuff going on at DC, along with Scott Snyder.
Infinite Frontier.
That was
He's
him.
writing it.
Yeah, that's him writing it. He had the obviously really long-running Flash Rebirth series, and now he's doing our boy Robin.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, Robin, which one? Because there's 100.
Absolutely.
This one is Damian Wayne, and also Gleb Melnikov is doing the interior art.
Really nice.
It's really
fits
cool.
Really well.
It fits great. So yeah, Damian Wayne. He wants to win the League of Lazarus tournament. So, like an assassin tournament, right? But he has to find it first. So it's kind of like, it reminds me of like those kind of like old ninja movies. Like there's the secret tournament that you have to find to enter.
Exactly what it is.
But with Damian Wayne.
Yeah.
So it should be a lot of fun. I'm excited. Obviously John being upgraded to Superman, we just found out.
Yeah.
So I'm glad to see that Damian gets some love because I'm a Super Sons fan.
I am too, and what really excites me about this one is that it's going into a ton. I mean, in addition to having the extra characters, which is always nice, it's like going into the Ra's al Ghul lore.
Oh yeah,
which I always love.
Which is
he's immortal.
It is a pretty big part of Damian Wayne's story.
Right,
you know?
And it should be. It should be integral to it. So I love that, like, kind of return to basics. It's like, oh, the League of Lazarus is like this third faction within the larger league that like rebelled against Ra's. It's just, I don't know. It's really cool. It's really exciting to finally see him come into his own.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, really looking forward to that.
I know what you're looking forward to.
Well, yes. We
well, you can do Nightwing first. You gotta end on that. Okay, all right.
I gotta end on that. But Nightwing, everybody missed 78 for the most part.
Oh yeah, it's the start of the story arc.
Start of the story arc.
New writer.
You get new writer, new artist. Really kind of a return, back to basics after a long stint as Rick. But so it was super hot. Sold out immediately almost everywhere. Second prints are in. Nightwing 78 with a new cover.
The cover's nice.
It's fantastic. It's lovely. I mean, he's just like, diving into the cityscape, and you get the dog friend.
Very exciting. So yeah, if you missed out on, we highly recommend it. We're fans of Tom Taylor. The art, like Harrison mentioned, is incredible in it as well. So if you missed out on that first print, this is your second chance. DC doesn't do multiple printings like Marvel does, where they're just like third print. Sure.
Yeah.
DC's pretty limited. So I would pick up this second print because I don't know if they'll go to a third.
No guarantee.
Probably not.
Yeah.
For me, we can't have a week without a Batman book. That is outlawed.
Can't happen.
So this is issue number 5 of Batman Black and White, that all new that anthology series, spot color that's been going on. Get some really cool creators on this. You get Jorge Jimenez, you get Mariko Tamaki and Emmanuel Lupacino. Mariko's obviously doing the new detective series. Jamal Campbell.
Love it.
And the team we love here at Ultimate Comics, Kieran Gillen and Jamie McKelvey, the creative team behind Wicked and Divine, Young Avengers. They're so fun when they work together. Phonogram. I'm super excited to see what they do with Batman, because they're usually write really different tonally stuff, a little bit more peppy, upbeat, more of the pop. So it's exciting to see them do maybe some goth.
Maybe, goth. Or who knows? Maybe they'll go camp with it.
And Lee Weeks. Lee Weeks is also in here.
Lee Weeks covers.
Lee Weeks does the A cover. It is beautiful. There's so many good covers on this. Jenny Frisson does that B cover. Love her. And
little guy.
Well, yeah,
may have heard of this last one.
Maybe heard of Gary Frank. He does a kick-ass Riddler cover. I like those C covers that focus on the villains. So super excited. And that's it for me for DC.
And last but certainly not least, we've got Action Comics 1030. Not only is it the start of a new storyline that's going to bring us up to the Superman Worlds of War future state from Philip Kennedy Johnson. Mikkel Janin does the A cover. The B cover is one of my favorite covers.
Oh, it's so good.
Julian Totino. It's fantastic.
It's really cool.
It captures everything that I love about Superman, like that wish fulfillment, that hopefulness. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get it framed. like it's my phone background. Yes, I love it. It's just like there's nothing wrong with the patriotic themed ones, but like it just perfectly having that kid looking up and like imagining being Superman. It's like that's the heart of it. This is what I like about Superman. Can't wait.
I feel like that's sold me.
There it is.
I thought I was hype about the Lee Weeks covers and the Gary Frank, but now I'm like, oh man.
And then Totino comes in and he's like, yeah, hold my beer.
Yeah, hold my beer. Yeah. A lot of hold my beer moments this week.
Lots of beer holding.
Lots of beer holding.
It's a circle. They're all passing it to the next guy.
We're gonna go grab a beer. If you want a first look at some of these ratios we've been talking about, these new books, check us out Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Eastern for the Ultimate Comics Live show on our Facebook page. If not,
come see me at Ultimate Comics Carry.
Wednesday morning.
And
be there, be square.
But, you know.
Yeah, be there every once in a while.
Yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you're picking up in the comments.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Do that.
Oscars.
Con Godzilla is actually next.
Yes.
Why are I agreeing?
I boycotted. Yeah, I'm still upset.